guide you all how to solve the question paper section wise. In my last class, I taught you all how to solve the section 2, that is textual passages. Today, I will give you information with guiding how to solve the section 3, that is poetry part, which comprises of any two poems from your textbook, from your syllabus, and asked for total 10 marks, in which we have two main questions, question number 3A and question number 3B. Both questions are of 5 marks each. In question number 3A, there are three sub questions, A1, A2, and A3. And in question number 3B, you are asked to write an appreciation of the given poem for 5 marks. So like this, section 3 is asked for total 10 marks. So question number 3A, here the poem is given for comprehension, and question number 3B is poem for appreciation. And in question number 3, the format of the questions are like this. An extract of the same poem consisting of 2-3 stanzas will be provided. 3 types of questions will be asked after the extract or the poem, which I will guide you to solve question wise. And in question number 3, poem is asked for appreciation here. The text of an entire poem would be given, and you students need to write the appreciation of the poem based on the points given in the question paper. Here I would like to tell you all that this part is a little different than textual passages, because here you are given the answers in the poem indirectly or in code language. So while solving, you need to use a lot of presence of mind. But if you studied all the poems of your syllabus and have understood the central idea and the hidden meaning and the messages which the poet tried to give you properly, then it will be very simple. So I suggest you to understand the poem with their particular central idea and what message the poet gave in the poem, and read them again and again. So now you all, by giving you some examples of poem and the questions, that is likely asked questions which can give you the idea about poetry section. So on the screen, I shared question number 3A, and main question is to read the poem and to do the activity. As I told you, it will be of 5 marks. In this poetry part, the poem is given without its title, but after seeing and reading it, you will understand which poem is it. Here the poem, The Road Not Taken, is given. First of all, you all have to read the poem carefully. Now we will see the first sub question or activity which is given to you. So in question number A, likely questions asked for 2 marks will be like name the following, who said to whom, match the following, complete the web diagram, true or false, arrange in chronological sequence, that is to arrange the facts in proper order like this. So here you have to remember this poem. Here we are going to discuss the first question, which is you have to arrange the facts in the proper order. So here you have to remember this poem, and in this poem the poet give message to you all students about the journey of life and his decisions or your decisions which you take in your life, by giving his example as he is going in a forest and what he decides when he is at the crossroads. He took the road which was not well traveled or which was used by less travelers. And this decision made a difference in his life. So here are the facts which are given in jumbled order, which you have to arrange and write in the proper order. Okay, so see here, he chooses the one barely traveled, and second one, choosing the one barely used road had made a great difference. He observed one as far as he could, and the traveler came to a fork in the road. So here you have to arrange these facts in proper order. So the first fact will be the traveler came to a fork in the road. Okay, and the second fact will be you have to give the proper serial number order wise, then you have to rewrite these sentences. So the second fact will be of he observed one as far as he could. Then third fact will be he chooses the one barely traveled. And the fourth fact will be choosing the one barely used road had made a great difference. So like this you have to arrange and write, which is very simple, and it is asked for 2 marks. Now we will see the next likely question which carry 2 marks. Here likely questions asked as like question answer, give reasons, explain or describe the correct, the false statements, like this. So uh, here the question is, why does the traveler choose the road less traveled? And what attribute of the traveler does it bring out? So the answer is the traveler chooses the road less traveled because it seemed just as good as the other one, and he felt it needed to be used. The traveler seems to be adventurous. He has his own mind and does not want to follow what others have done. So here students, you may write this answer in your own words also or in simple language also, but it should be of 3 to 4 sentences as it is asked for 2 marks. So now we will see the third sub question, A3 question, and which will be the question like write down the rhyme scheme or give your own rhyming words, write the rhyming words from the poem, words used in Old English or figure of speech, vocabulary, poetic devices, like these questions will be asked. So here we will discuss the question, the name and explain the figure of speech of the line, two roads diverged. In this poem, two roads diverged. Road indicate the choice of two options, as this poem is an extended metaphor. And so here you have to mention that it is the figure of speech used is the metaphor, how I shown on the screen. The roads diverged in a yellow wood. And then you have to explain about metaphor also. So you have to write a metaphor is a figure of speech that directly refers to one thing by mentioning the other. It may provide or identify the hidden similarities between the two things. So here, two road means two choices in our lives. Okay, so like this, you have to explain the figure of speech in your words. And this is possible when you will, as I told you, when you will read and understand the poems of your syllabus with the particular central idea, then it will be very easy for you all to solve this section 3, poetry. So here, with this, we completed question number 3A, main question, which carries of 5 marks. And now we will move to the question B, where another poem is given for 5 marks. For appreciation, you are asked to write the given poem's appreciation, as I told you. So here we will see question number 3. Read the following poem. Write an appreciation of it with the help of the given points in a paragraph format. So as I told you, this question number 3, B, the poem is asked for appreciation, which also carries 5 marks. The text of an entire poem would be given here, and you students need to write the appreciation of the poem based on the points given in the question paper. So the first thing here, you have to read the following poem and write an appreciation. The first thing, you have to read the poem carefully. So here I will read the poem. Silently, silently, now the moon walks in the night in her silver shoon. This way and that she peers and sees silver fruit upon silver trees. One by one, the casements catch her beams beneath the silvery thatch. Couched in his kennel like a log with paws of silver sleeps the dog. From their shadowy coat, the white priests peep of doves in a silver feathered sleep. A harvest mouse goes scampering by with silver claws and silver eye, and mooless fish in the water gleam by silver reeds in a silver stream. So here you have to read this poem properly and understand which poem is given from your syllabus. Then you have to remember the central idea of the poem. Then you have to start writing the appreciation. So here, these points will be given. So we have read the poem here, and after reading this poem, you might have understand which poem it is. Yes, it is the silver poem, in which the poet describes the effects of the moonlight on the countryside at night. In this poem, the poet makes us look at ordinary moonlight in different way. The messages we get from this is how in different situations we might perceive the same scene completely different, which is very beautiful poem. So in this poem, the poet talks about the moonlight falling on fruits, trees, thatched houses, dogs in the kennel, does, streams with fish, and all will be present. All these will be present only in the countryside and not in the cities. So we will move to the question where you will ask to write an appreciation of the given poem. So on the screen, I shown you some points which you will be asked to write an appreciation. So title, poet, a rhyme scheme, figure of speech, theme or central idea, and why I like or don't like the poem. So here I will tell you the marking scheme of this appreciation, and the title is carrying half marks, and the name of the poet is also half marks, and theme and central idea, it carries 2 marks. So you have to write the central idea or the theme of the poem. At least you have to write this in, try to write this in 6 to 7 sentences. As further, I will help you how to write. I will guide you how to write. And then rhyming scheme will be for 1 marks, or rhyming words, figure of speech, favorite line, or any of these points will be asked for 1 marks. So we'll see how to write the appreciation of the poem. So on my screen will give you the idea. So here the title of the poem is Silver, and author or poet you have to write. The Silver poem is written by Walter de la Mare, and sometimes the name of the poem is mentioned after the last line of the poem. So just you have to copy the name. And rhyming scheme here, the is used for is AABB and so on. And figure of speech, the poem begins with the figure personification, slowly, silently. Now the moon walks the night in her silver shoon. So here the inanimate object moon has been personified as a woman walking in her silver shoes. So here students, first I am showing you how to write the appreciation of the poem point wise. Because first of all, see the question here. You have to read the poem and write an appreciation of it with the help of given points in paragraph format. Okay. So in paragraph format, you have to write. But in case, if you are not able to write the appreciation in paragraph format, so for those students, I will tell you not to skip this question, you have to attempt this question at least point wise. Okay. So first I will tell you how to attempt the question, this appreciation, how to attempt in point wise. Then I will tell you how to write this in paragraph format. So here we are discussing the appreciation point wise. And next, about favorite line. My favorite line from the poem is she peers and sees silver fruit upon the silver trees. And here you have to write one or two sentences about this line, that with a very beautiful imagery. Here the poet separates the moon from the moonlight. Okay. And here I would like to tell you, you may write your favorite line, or you may write any line in the favorite line. Then you have to you have to write one or two sentence in simple words. Okay. So here, theme or central idea, as I told you that this silver poem, in this poem, the poet makes us look at ordinary moonlight in the different way, and the messages we get from this, how in different situations we might pursue the same scene completely different. And here in this poem, the poet talks about the moonlight, and moonlight which is falling on the fruits, trees, thatched houses, docks in the canal, doves, streams with fish. All these will be present only in the countryside and not in cities. So here in theme and central idea, you have to write the same. So here you may write like this: the poem is about a moonlight and the silvery light of the moon, which covers the whole earth, and everything on it looks silvery. And this poem stands out for its rich visual imagery. Like this, students, if you can't write the appreciation in the paragraph format, you have to at least you have to attempt this question, not by skipping this. Like this, point wise you may write, which is very simple, as I explained you how to write. And if you can write in paragraph format, actually you have to write like this in paragraph format. So now I will tell you how to write this in paragraph format. Same, the points whichever you have included in point wise, same that points you have to include here in the paragraph format. So like this it should be written. So it is very simple. The poem Silver is written by Walter de la Mare. The main theme of this poem is the description by the poet of the silvery moonlight on the countryside at night. The rhyme scheme is AABB and so on. And the poem is in rhyming couplets. So what we are writing here in paragraph format, whatever we have discussed in point wise, same that points you have to write in paragraph format, which is also very easy. But just I gave you idea. Some students, you think that I can't write in paragraph format. So by thinking like this, you skip this question. But that's why I told you, I shown you that how to write the appreciation in point wise by attempting the question. And here also the same points we are including here. Okay, so the figures of speech used by the poet is personification, this way and that she peers and sees. The moon is given the human quality of peering this way and that. This poem is very rich in imagery, and the poet implies that different scenes appear in a different way, in the way the light falls on it. And the poet shows us the beauty of countryside and the different animals and the different objects reflecting the moon light. So you have to write like this in paragraph format. Moving further, here you have to write your favorite lines. As I told you point wise also how to write. So any line you may write here. My favorite lines are this way and that she peers and sees the silver fruit upon silver trees. Like this, you can write any line of the poem. I like the poem. Then you have to write about what things you liked in this poem, or why did you like this poem. So like this, you have to write, I like the poem because of the beautiful imagery and words like silver and silvery are mentioned in the second line of every couplet. So students, you have to write appreciation in paragraph format like this. Okay. And then here I would like to give you another example of question number 3B. One more example of appreciation of the poem of your syllabus 4.1, that is please listen. So here we will see how to write the appreciation of the poem in paragraph format. So in this poem, after reading the poem, as I told you, you will remember that which poem it is, as it does not have any title is not given in the question paper. So in this poem, the poet tells us how he just wishes that people would listen to a person's problem silently instead of giving advice. The poet is very confident that he will find out the reasons behind his irrational or illogical feelings, and then he will be able to solve his problems. But here, uh, he is he just wishes that people would listen to a person's problem silently instead of giving any advice. And he feels that the prayers probably work because here he given the example of God, because God just listen to us silently when we pray, and then he lets us work the things out ourselves. So on the screen, I shared you how to write the appreciation in the paragraph format. So as first I described about this poem, as you all know, so the first thing is to read the poem very carefully, properly, and to remember the central idea of the poem, then it will be very simple for you all to write the appreciation or to solve the questions of this section, that is section 3, poetry part. So here, as I told you, that you have to understand the poems of your syllabus properly, then it will be very easy. And that's why I will suggest you to study the poems given in your syllabus and to go through the central ideas and the which messages poet wants to give the readers through the poem, that you have to study properly and you have to uh, practice these questions by writing. So as here I am taking one more example of please listen. So here we will see how to write the appreciation of one more example I am giving. So here first you have to write about the poet. As I told you that you may attempt this question in point wise also. So first you have to write about the poet. Then in second point you have to write about the rhyming scheme of the given poem. Then you have to write about the figure of speech used in this poem, used in the given poem. And then you have to write about the theme or central idea of the given poem. And then you have to write about your favorite line, or you have to write about did you like this poem and why you like this poem. You have to write in 2-3 sentences about that. So point wise like this also you can write. And here how to write in paragraph format, as on the screen I shared you. The poem please listen is written by anonymous, means unknown poet. Here the name of the poet is not given, so you have to write that the poem please listen is written by anonymous, means unknown poet. Then you have to write about the rhyme scheme. Okay, so here the poem doesn't have uniformity in rhyme. This poem doesn't have any uniformity in the rhyme or rhythm. So, and uh, it has been written in the free verse. This poem is in free verse, hence there is no rhyme scheme. Okay, so now then the next point you have to describe about the figure of speech here. So there are not many figure of speech, and some used figure of speech are alliteration, repetition, tautology, personification, the figure of speech, repetition. Like this, you have to mention the figure of speech which are used in the poem. Then you have to write one line by giving the example, like I shown you here, how to write the figure of speech. The figure of speech used, repetition is used in the line, when I ask you to listen to me. So this line you have to write. This line has been repeated in the poem for emphasis or to stress on his request that please listen. Okay, so here the poet has used some figure of speech, such as I told you, you have to mention this figure of speech. Then you have to write one example of the line of any line in which figure of speech is given, like perhaps that's why prayer works sometimes. Okay, like this any line you can write which have the figure of speech. To work is human action and it has given to the prayer. Or very simple, you can write like this: when I ask you to listen me, because this line is repeated again and again in this poem. And why this is repeated? You may write that this line has been repeated in the poem for emphasis or to give stress on his request that please listen. Okay, and as I told you in this poem, poet tells us uh, how he just wishes that how people would listen to a person problem silently instead of giving advice. So that 2-3 sentence only you have to write here. Okay, so now we will move to the theme of the poem. How to write this theme of the poem in the paragraph format. And it is very simple when you will understand the poem properly. Okay, so here the theme of the poem is to be a good listener and try to understand the feelings of the speaker. And the speaker requests utmost to the parent to listen his problems without giving any advice or any help. The same thing, whatever the poet want to give or whatever the central idea is there, that only you have to write like this in your own sentence also you can write in the theme. And he thinks and advises, he thinks and he wishes that the speaker requests utmost to the parent to listen his problem without giving any advice or help. And he thinks that advices are very cheap. Okay, and they could be taken from knowledgeable people. As here it is given that in newspaper also we can uh, read these advices by paying 2 rupees. Okay, so that also you have to mention here in the theme. Whatever you learned from the poem, whatever you learned from the poem, that you have to write here in the theme or central idea. And he wants to complete the task by himself because he admits that he is not a helpless person. And when one tells one's problems to us, we must listen to him or her very carefully. And here he at last gives one example of God. He gives the example of God because whenever the people praise about their problems to God, God silently listens to them. And he listens to them without giving any advice or trying to fix the problem. So here poet gives message: if the parents are overprotective or over pampered with their children, then the child would never become a successful person. So this message is also given in this poem. So the theme and central idea, you have to write whatever you learned from the poem, that you have to write here in sentences. Okay, so what first you have to write, as I told you, if you can't write in paragraph format, you may attempt this question in point wise also, which is very simple. So I will request you students not to skip this question. because as I told you, some students, they think that we can't write in paragraph format and they skip the question. So here I would like to tell you that if you can't write like this, write in the point voice by not skipping the question, and at least you will get out of 5 marks, you will get 2 to 3 marks here if you will write in point wise, or if you can write in paragraph format, it is very good. And or try to write the same points, try to explain the same points in the paragraph format. And then last you have to write that about your favorite line and did you like the poem about this. So here you may write like this, that I like the poem because it is very easy to understand, very easy to read and very easy to understand, and it also advises us on how to behave when people discuss their problems with us. So we have to listen to the problems without giving advice. That's why I like this poem. You can write like this. And whatever I shown you on the screen, that you may write in your own words also, but not to skip the question. So here, this was about the solving of the section 3 poetry part, which is very simple. So I suggest you students to read the poems from your syllabus and read the paraphrase, read the central idea, and write down which poet has given, which poet has written which poem. Write down and do the practice of this so that you can solve this section very easily. Okay, so I wish you all the best, and so meet you soon in my next class about with another topic. Have a good day to everyone. Thank you.